Hi guys. In this week's interview, I interview Madge Lem. Recently, her husband, John, passed away, and after his funeral, I told Peter I would visit his mom. I didn't realize how interesting, how easy it would be to talk to Madge, and so because of that, I decided to interview her and ask her about her life. So if you're interested in hearing about her as a teacher, her as a mother, and her as a wife, you can check out this short conversation that lasts about 35 minutes. One other thing, last week I told you the primary reason, if you listen to this, the primary reason I do these interviews is because I get personal satisfaction. The second reason, which I didn't really ever share, is because I hope to encourage people to take interest in each other's stories. So, from the few times I've gotten feedback, a lot of the young people have really appreciated listening to the adult conversations I've had. So if you enjoyed Everett's story about how he's taking care of his grandfather, if you enjoyed hearing about Evelyn and how she's transitioned in the last 5 years, if you enjoyed hearing about Judy as a nurse or about Uncle Walter and Aunt Shirley and all they do for the community, I hope I can encourage you guys not just to listen, but to look for an opportunity to say, hey, I really appreciate your story. So that's my second goal, to create interest in each other's lives so that we can be closer to each other as a community. With that being said, I'll let you guys listen to my interview with Madge Lem. Hi, I'm here with Madge Lem, and we're going to talk today about what you've learned about being a mother and teaching English and serving in the church all these years. So, Madge, why don't you tell me real quick, how old was Peter when you adopted him?
Peter was only a baby when I adopted him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that was too long ago. I went to the orphanage
Okay.
and I just see any student there that need help by adoption
This was in America.
in America.
Now, did John and you look together?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if two people want him, we have to agree
Yes.
because I don't want a child without one missing one part of the parent.
Yes.
So we have to decide it, what we want.
So when you and John adopted Peter, how did you all feel? Were you happy? You relieved?
We are very happy and
Yeah.
we are relieved, and he is a good son.
He's good.
And because mean mommy,
Me and Bobby. So let me understand this.
mean mommy and soft daddy,
Soft daddy. So John, he was always very.
he always nice.
He always nice, and you're tough.
I'm always tough.
So tell me, what was John like in his
John?
parenting?
John is always spoiling kids,
Yeah.
and I'm a mean one that
A mean one.
correct the mistakes.
So when did you?
I
Yeah.
don't. They like John. They don't like me
They don't.
because I'm mean. My mean mommy.
Were you mean to John also?
I'm mean to
Were
everybody.
you mean to everyone?
The reason I mean is because I concern.
Yes.
Otherwise, who cares? You want to be a beggar? Go ahead,
Go be a beggar.
be a beggar.
So.
But I don't want my children and
Yes.
my family beggar.
Uh huh.
You have to be number one. You have to set up your own self.
So for John, Peter.
Yes.
So what kind of boy was he as a child? Was he naughty? Was he kokwai? Really, hanggo, tangwala? Was he a good boy?
He's not Taiwan.
Uh-huh.
He's a tough guy.
He a tough boy?
Yeah, but I have a tough mommy.
Did you make him cry?
Oh yeah.
What do you do to discipline him?
No, I disciplined him. I said, you have to do this because one day you will be a parent and then you'll find out.
My father was tough on me.
That's good.
Now,
That's why you're so good.
So let me tell you one time, I want to ask you what you think. He told me to pick up my toys,
Yeah.
and then I didn't pick them up, so he put all the toys in a bag.
Trash.
And he put the bag, he took it outside to his car, and he rolled over it with his car. Do you think that's funny?
No, I think that's good.
It's good. That's why I'm.
Teach you a lesson.
Oh yeah, and I was scared of my father.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is good.
Hmm.
Sometimes, sometimes mean parents is good parents.
So you agree with my father being
Yes,
strict?
I do.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'll be wild like an animal.
I am a little wild. So did you have to be tough on Peter, or was he?
Very tough.
How were you tough on him? What did
I
you do?
Well, he can punish by writing. He can punish a lot of things,
How about
all
did you beat?
different ones.
Did you beat him, or
I
John?
try not to beat him,
Okay,
but if he is really bad, I
you beat him.
punish him.
I see. I see.
You can't do this. There's so many things you cannot do if he's wild.
He's wild, but so Peter is a little wild. When did he start to become a better?
Well, all these mean things gradually get him.
Get him?
Yeah, get to him that
Yeah.
he knows that he should correct his mistake.
Okay.
You have to think of, tell him about what he think if he has his own child like him.
Yeah. So what are the things
That's
now
it.
that he's a father that you
Yeah.
think he learned from you?
Oh, I think so.
What did he learn that you feel was really important?
Everything that we taught him is good for him.
Yeah. What are some of those lessons? Like what are some of the things you taught him?
I taught him, number one, you have to be faithful
Faithful to his wife? Or
to anybody,
Okay.
friends,
Okay.
anything you communicate with other people, you have to be careful.
I see. You're saying you have to keep your promise.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You cannot just fooling around with people, using other people as a toy or as a game.
That's a twice.
No, you can.
Did you ever meet Peter's girlfriends before?
Oh yeah,
Did
he
he have-
has to bring it in and let's take a look, see what kind of person.
Do you remember some of the girlfriends from before?
Oh no, because if I don't like that, number one, respect other people is the number one job. You have to respect people. You can just, fool around with them and all that. Respect people is the number one.
So what did John teach Peter, you think? How do you think he was a good father?
You mean
John?
John is a good father?
Yeah, how do you think John was a good father? What made him a
It
good...
doesn't matter because I am a good mother.
Uh-huh.
And I mean good, I mean mean.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're enjoying a little conversation here. Yeah. Whoop. Yeah. Sorry.
You.
Sorry, we're hanging out at the retirement home and it is lunch is starting, but we're going to get lunch in about 20-30 minutes.
20-30
yeah.
minutes.
So do you remember any of Peter's girlfriends at all, or did you have an impression?
I don't remember his girlfriend,
Yeah.
but he has to open his eye and see what kind of person that woman is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if for life, you cannot live with someone that you just can't get along with.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Now that Peter's older, do you still give him advice? Are you nicer to Peter? He's like 50 years old now.
Because he learned a lot when he was young.
Yeah.
So then gradually he will correct his own mistake.
So now you're not mean anymore.
No. I can't even tell him what to do.
You're just nice?
Because, just mother and son.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Of course, he's my son. I have to take care of him. I have to watch over him.
Yes.
I have to remind him.
Uh-huh.
That's not the way to do.
Yes.
But you think about that. See, am I right or wrong? I might be wrong too.
Okay. So, Madge, I wanted to hear more also about, you said when you joined the church and
Yeah.
you got a little older,
Yeah.
you and John did a lot of tutoring.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me some of those stories of your experience with tutoring the Chinese people who came to this country
Yes.
in English.
When we first joined the church, and there are a lot of people from Chinatown came over and asked us to teach them English.
Yeah.
So we started.
What year is this? The 70s? 60s?
That was too long ago.
Okay.
Yeah, when I first started church, you can look back the history of the church.
Okay.
And we taught them how to believe God,
Yes.
and we taught them how to be nice to friends, to people.
Uh-huh.
We taught whatever we think is better for them in future life. Because most of them are not educated.
Most of these people are Toisan.
Toisan,
Yeah.
yeah, from the village.
Did you speak Toisan?
No,
But they understand your Cantonese.
they understand my
I
Cantonese.
see.
yeah.
Okay.
So you have to be kind to people, fair to people. You cannot cheat people. You can't do that kind of stuff.
So what were these students like? They're coming from China, come to America. What was the average student like? Their income, their education level, their personality, their values. Tell me what they were like.
Most of them are good. I mean, I'm a mean teacher. I don't fool around with wishy-washy.
Uh-huh.
So we've been lucky. So far, all the students are very good and respectful. Yeah, we thank God for that.
Now,
And we try to teach them how to believe in God. Yeah,
Were these students your age or younger than you?
mostly younger.
Uh-huh.
No, I would say 90% are younger.
Were they mostly women, or some men too, or
Men and women,
Yeah.
both.
yeah?
Yeah.
How do you think they felt about you as a teacher? They love you? You're like a mother, a big sister?
Yeah, I'm like a mother and a teacher.
Yeah, tell me about this.
They were afraid of me.
So for me, the way
Yeah.
I guide students, I'm almost like
Teacher.
I'm half a coach,
Father.
half a coach, like a sports
a
coach,
father.
and half times I'm a father.
Yes,
So sometimes I'll be hard on them like a coach.
yes.
I push them.
I
I need
know.
you not to quit like a trainer. And then sometimes I feel the students are afraid to disappoint me like a father, like they don't want to make me sad.
That's
They-
okay.
So is that like you?
Yes.
Like, tell me.
You try your best to teach them. But my students, most of them are very good because they don't have education.
And how old are these students? 20 years old, 25?
All around 20 years. Yeah, because they first came out or first get married to a cook or whoever. And then they do have a little rough life.
So these people are coming to America and they're poor and they work in the restaurant and the life is very tough for them financially,
Yes.
socially. Tell me
Yes,
more.
Yeah. And first of all, as a teacher, you respect them like a human being.
Right.
Don't put them down like second-class citizen. You can.
Yeah.
You teach them how to be nice to people, all people. Don't care what their job is, but you got to be fair to people.
Now you're teaching them also like, oh, here's Peter.
Well, what do you want for lunch?
Pete,
What do you want for lunch?
what do you suggest?
I don't know. Let's see what they have.
Take a
They
little.
have pork loin today
Yes?
with whipped potatoes, mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
and a mixed fruit cup or ice cream. What do you think? And New England
I
clam
think I
chowder.
have ice cream.
And then clam chowder.
Yes,
You want to do that?
yes.
Or do you want the standard burgers and stuff? Let's do that. Let's do this. So you want the New England clam chowder,
Okay,
right?
yeah. See, Peter is a good son.
Well, you know what? He's like me, the only child. You have no choice. You got to be a good son.
You want the pork loin or you want breaded fish? Yep.
Breaded fish.
Okay. And then you want the whipped potatoes? Mashed potato?
Okay,
All right. And then you want the ice cream?
okay.
Ice
Is,
cream.
is there any issues because of her dental surgery, or we're good?
Soft.
So keep it soft.
Breaded
All right.
fish is actually good.
Okay.
The chowder is fine. Or applesauce, doesn't matter. What
Applesauce.
you want, New England clam chowder, or you want this?
New
applesauce?
England.
Peter, let me ask you a question. We were talking about Madge as a mother, so I want to know if she's exaggerating or not. She's saying she's really tough and people are afraid of her. What's your
Yeah,
opinion?
probably.
Were you afraid of Matt, your mom or your dad more?
Yeah, she hit me with a bamboo. What is it? The feather duster.
Oh, that's pretty common. I guess I didn't know that was in the manual because everybody talks about that.
Should I get the fish, Mom, or should I get the roasted pork loin? I'm trying to pork loin.
Okay.
That way, if you want to try it, you can have a little bit.
Okay.
I guess I'll get that.
Peter is a good son.
Okay, that's
Let me
excellent.
drop this off because they're going to bring it to us on our room. Do you want to join us?
No,
for
I'm
one?
good. I'm good. I'm good.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Peter.
Peter. So, sorry,
He's a good son, although mommy is mean.
we had to take a little pit stop
But
because
still,
yeah,
you know. And I'm grateful to God that He understands I mean for His own
oh,
good.
I see, I see. You know what? That sounds like my wife. My wife is always mean for my own good. I'm still trying to learn.
You know,
So you guys hang out.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
no worries. Yeah, so my wife is still trying to correct me.
correct your mistake because your parents forgot to correct your mistake.
I was not raised well enough, I guess.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I need.
But that's good. You should be grateful.
I'm
to
still a
your
little bit of
wife.
kaidoya.
Hey,
You know?
you should be grateful to her.
Oh, yeah.
You go home and tell her that, you
That-
know, I am grateful for you.
For my wife disciplining me. Oh
Yes.
my God, she disciplined me this morning. So
That's good.
yeah,
She's helping
I,
you.
I need to be a good student. I need to be a good student.
She's helping
Oh
you.
yes, thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you,
for my
your wife.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God, for my wife that is so
Yes.
good at correcting me.
That's good.
Yes. I need to have a positive attitude.
It's true too. It's not positive. It's true.
It's true.
The thing is, if you marry a wife like yourself,
Oh, God.
imagine.
Oh, I'd be rich. I mean, I have more money in my bank account. But
And you-
anyways,
You'll be bad.
well, maybe a little bit, yes. So we want to talk about your students. So what is the relationship? You were teaching them English, correct?
Yes.
In addition to like some
Chinese.
values from the Bible?
Yes.
What else do you remember?
We teach them about God.
Yes. Were they receptive?
Yes. Most of them.
I know
Most of
I know
them.
Pui Han. Tell me about Pui Han.
Pui Han is
Dennis's mom. Mhm.
yeah. She's she argue too.
Okay. She still argues.
She still argues. She was younger than the words.
Ngangyonga.
Okay.
Yeah, a little stubborn.
Yes. But this is a mean teacher.
So who wins the argument, you or her?
I win the
You win.
argument.
Yeah. So tell me what happens when there's a confrontation? Do you win? Or do you let them?
No, you have to make them understand why.
Mm-hmm.
You have to teach them why people wasting all the time for me.
Do you ever feel? We talked about this earlier, but would you ever feel like it's okay for you to tell a student to leave because they're wasting your time?
Yes, I think so.
Tell me about why you think that's okay.
The reason why is because you tell them you spend a lot of time to prepare the lesson, to prepare everything for them. And you spend a lot of time to do this. And let them understand, all my time that I wasted because of them. See how, tell them like you or me.
How would you feel?
Exactly. How
Now-
do you feel about that?
Now, sometimes for me, I mentor the kids.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have a great relationship and then
Yeah.
and then they disappoint you. How do you handle? And I feel sad, but I accept that's part of
That is part of
that
life.
comes with mentoring. Like sometimes you will
Life.
be disappointed.
Yes.
So did you ever feel disappointed, and how did you handle it?
You did your part.
Yeah.
That's what the main thing is. You talk to God.
Yes.
God, I give my whole self to helping them.
Yes.
And they turn it around,
They waste your time.
wasting my time.
Yeah.
But I need your help, God.
Yeah.
Teach me how to correct my mistake.
So for me,
You might have a mistake too.
yeah. So for me, my mistake was that I didn't raise the standard. So
Yeah.
I needed to raise the standard and expect more from my students.
Yes.
so that they will grow more. If I don't have high expectations, they won't grow.
Yes.
So I realize I have to raise the expectation, and number two, be okay with telling them if you don't want to meet the expectation, you can find another teacher.
Yes.
Is that something you feel
I did that all the time.
you did the same thing? Tell me about that, you know?
Oh, I just tell them,
Yeah.
you know, I went to school, I learned to become a teacher
You were a teacher in Hong Kong or
was-
America?
in America.
Okay.
I was a student. I was just as naughty as you are. And I do the best to help the student. And I expect the student help me out too,
Yeah.
to listen and to learn.
Did you ever have any disappointments with your students? Or your students were mostly pretty good?
I think they mostly pretty good because they understand my situation.
What's your yeah.
Yeah, I said, suppose you have a baby,
Yeah.
a child like yourself. How do you feel?
All right.
That's it. That's me.
I think it's very
I
hard.
teach you like my son, my children, and you imagine how I feel. I study hard to learn to become a teacher, and you will too one of these days.
So for me, sometimes I have the experience where it takes them a while for them to understand it.
Yeah.
They may come back later and say,
Oh,
I didn't appreciate what you were
Yes.
trying to do. Did that happen to you?
happen all the
All
time.
the time they come back later and say, I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Tell me an example. of
All
that.
the time they
Yeah.
come back.
Uh-huh.
Because first when you try to correct their mistake, most people don't want to accept their mistake. They think they are right. They are 100% right.
Yes.
And you're the teacher, you're wrong. But then later on, they will learn. That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did all the teachers think that way? Did Juanita think the same way you did? Was she
That
similar?
I have no idea what they think.
But you're tougher than Juanita.
I am tougher than Juanita. It's true. Yeah, I mean what I said, and I did what I.
You
told
follow
them.
through.
Yeah, I carry on.
Yeah.
This is what. If you want to learn, you come to my class. If you don't want to learn fooling around in my class, get the hell out.
Get the hell out of here. So let me tell you something I've done recently,
Okay.
and I believe it's the right thing.
You were a
but
teacher.
I'm okay. I'm open to your opinion.
Yeah.
So Sunday school starts at 9:30,
Yes.
and we don't start to 10 because everyone shows up late, and I'm getting frustrated. So I created a new rule. If
Yeah.
you don't show up by 10:15, just don't come to class because it's
Right.
disrespectful to me and
Right.
all the other
the
people who are trying
church.
to learn. Because now I have to start over. People
Yeah.
are being interrupted.
Yes.
Do you feel that is appropriate?
Wrong.
Do you think that's wrong to
No, this is right.
this
to
the right
do
way?
That.
Yeah, to
They
hold
are
to push
wrong.
them. Yeah, they are wrong.
So they should understand why. Explain to them why.
Because I feel that if you're not coming to church with the mindset of let me grow in my faith, let me learn, then it's wasting my time and your time.
Wasting everybody's time.
Yes.
The whole class.
So you feel the same way.
Yes, you have to let them know
Yeah.
because you spend a lot of time to study, to learn, and how to teach them and do the correct way.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of work in doing.
So, I've been taking out the kids from almost 20 years now.
They
And-
like
and-
you.
And I'm a teacher.
Yeah, they like you.
I have to be fun.
Yes.
Do you have any advice for me, or maybe things you learned that you think I should know that would be important to me?
I think, you can be mean,
Yeah,
but you also can be kindness.
I'm very kind too.
Yeah, you have to.
I take them on vacation. We
Yeah.
go play.
Yeah. That's good.
I treat them to eat.
That's good.
Yeah,
That is a good way of showing how you are. You're not only the mean teacher, but you are a fun teacher to go with.
Oh, I'm definitely fun. Sometimes, yeah, I still joke more than they do. I like to
That's
joke.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then every so often I'll get angry, but I do
Yeah.
joke. Um, maybe let me ask you.
We are human beings.
Yeah, I have to laugh, otherwise I won't be happy.
Yes.
Do you feel? What do you
I
feel?
like your attitude.
Oh, thank you. I love the kids. One thing I realized for me
Yes.
is I have to focus. This is me, just for myself.
Good.
That I can't make everyone happy, so I have to focus on those who really want to learn.
Yes.
And I just have to make sure those grow the first, and then I can teach
So
them
that
to
sample.
um, be a Christian, and now to be kind to other people. I can't help every single person. I have
Yes.
to focus only on less people.
Yes. Yes.
You okay? Does that make sense to you?
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It makes lots of sense.
Because some of your students, like Puihan,
Yeah.
she's doing an amazing job.
Yes.
She's helping me with cooking at the church and loving the kids and
Yes.
telling them to follow
That's
directions.
it. That's it.
And you trained her,
That's
right?
It. Yes.
So you have to teach them to help you.
You have to be kind to the student
Yeah.
with your heart, not just scolding. Scolding is good, and also you can be too mean.
Well,
That's not good.
Don't worry, I'm pretty well. Most time very nice. The only time I'm mean is when I do exercise with the kids, and we go to the gym. I push them so they become strong. So I'm a little tough on them because I want them to be fit. That's my job.
And that is another way to show that to show your student that I'm also a human being.
Yeah. So let me ask the last question. As a Christian, how do you feel God spoke to you as you were teaching? What did you learn about God, and how did God use this opportunity to change you?
You say a prayer before you start everything.
Yes.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
It will tell you.
What did you learn for
Whoever,
yourself?
eventually, somewhere, somehow, someone will come and tell you. God sent somebody to help you.
Well, for myself, I learned to be a better leader.
Yeah.
So for me, it started like kind of teaching kids.
Yes.
And now for me, it taught me how to have confidence and how to have authority.
Yes.
And now for me, because I own my own business,
Yes.
I have to use the same skills for management.
Yes.
That's something I learned. The other thing I learned is that I have to keep, as the kids grow, I have to grow to continue to
yeah,
teach
of
them. I
course.
can't be the same way.
Of course.
Otherwise, I won't be able to guide them.
Yes.
So I learned so many things as a teacher. I learned how to become a more mature person, because it's easy when they're a teenager. Now they become 20s. I have to also grow to teach them different things.
Their age.
So did you feel like as a Christian you grew a lot from teaching?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, what did you learn?
Well, my case is a little different.
Yeah, tell me.
Most of my students are from church.
Yeah.
They are uneducated.
Uh-huh.
So you have to educate them how to become a Christian. To learn
Yes.
to be patient with the student.
Yes.
There's a lot to learn. You will learn, you will know. By the time when it shows up, you learn from them.
You know what I'm learning? I need to be humble and pray, give it up to God.
Yes. Yes.
And forgive when I feel disappointed.
Yes.
And I have to learn to be tough, like don't give up,
Yeah, you can't
because they
give
are
up.
going to thank you later.
You can give up.
Yes.
Because it takes time to digest
Yes. Years, 5, 10 years maybe.
or more.
I know I'm scared to say more, but maybe. Yeah.
So you will learn. You will know what to do.
Yeah.
Eventually, it will just come to you. This way doesn't work. The other way, and if you find a way to do, it works.
Well, one of the things I really learned is to be like my father. So my dad would be hard on me, but I never questioned whether he loved me. So I knew he always loved me, and then when I have some success, he would always be so proud of me. So for me,
If he does not love you, he won't bother just leave you alone.
So
Do whatever you want.
yeah, well, he does give me freedom, but I know that when I do something he is happy about, he tells everyone. So that is like his encouragement to me.
Yes, it is.
So I learned that well, as a teacher, I want to be like my father. I want to be hard, but also very encouraging at the
Yes,
same time.
that's good. Then you learn from your father.
I do, yeah. And as they
Do
get,
you ever
uh
tell him that you're grateful to his work on you?
I call him every day,
Oh, that's
and we
good.
love to have uh,
You like
good conversations. And every time I call him, he would say, "What do you think? What are you up to today?" He always be excited to hear from me, and I would
Yeah.
tell him, and that made me feel so good that he was supportive.
Yes, that's good. Then you have a good relationship with your dad.
Yeah, and we actually, even though he was so strict, and actually Puihan, who is strict,
Oh,
she told me that my father was too strict. She thought my father was cruel to me, because she thought my dad treated me like I was in the military. So,
that's okay.
but when I became older, we were almost like friends.
That's
We
good.
we we do things together. So I don't even think I have to tell him. We have that closeness.
The relationship is good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, because as a parent, nobody want to be a mean parent.
No, I don't want to. I want to spoil, but not make them spoil. I want to love people.
To show
I just want to
them,
say I'm so proud of you.
yes, well, you success.
And I want them to mature so I could love them without me being afraid of misleading them.
Yes,
You know, I just
that's good. Then you
that's how I
set
feel
up your.
that's how I feel about the kids that I look after.
That's good.
Yeah.
You did good. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
God is really take care of you.
Yeah.
You always be thankful to God
Yeah.
because God really.
Oh, is your friend behind you? Sorry, we have a friend here saying hello.
How are you?
Very good. So did you call me last weekend? No?
For what?
We're going to pause it just for a
I'm
second.
not here.
So we're closing with this conversation, and I really enjoyed that you could tell me about you as a mom and you as a teacher, and let me share my things I've learned. I appreciate you encouraging me. For those people that you don't see more often, is there anything
That's
you want to
okay.
say hi to them, or you want to say anything, anybody who's at the church or old friends? What would you want to say to them
For, oh,
if they can't visit you? What do you want them to know about you?
I do not just go around and tell people what I want to
Uh-huh.
do what or not. If they want to know, they will come to me.
Okay.
If they didn't say anything, you just go out and do you took over
Okay.
other people's.
Well, Madge, I'm assuming you love to say hi to people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You enjoy seeing old friends,
Yes.
and
I
you would
do.
welcome people to come visit you.
Yes.
So for those who are listening, Madge is in Asbury, and she's in the Kinley building, the 6th floor. So come on by and say hi to Madge. You would love that, to see old friends, right?
Yes.
And I'll come say hi regularly because I enjoy hearing your life stories. Is there anything else you want to share?
If you
Yeah.
feel boring,
Yeah.
let me
No,
know.
no, it's fun. It's fun for me. I like to listen to you talk about how mean you are, because the truth is, I'm a nice person, so sometimes I need to be a little meaner to be better.
You have to.
And also, I appreciate how you tell me I gotta listen to my wife. Sometimes I don't want to listen. So you're telling me, shut up, Kira, shut up and listen, right?
Shut up and listen. It's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you love her to marry her.
Mm-hmm.
Why you make her upset?
I'm not trying to. John doesn't always try to make you upset. He just does too.
So you have to work hard on that.
I try, yeah.
You have to,
Uh-huh.
because you love her to marry her,
Yeah.
then means you do, your first time have in your head is you just love her.
Okay. Any advice from me as a husband? How about that? We'll end with this because I need to be a better husband.
Keep your mouth shut.
Keep your mouth shut. Anything else?
Praise her.
Praise
how
her.
Good she is.
Even when she's yelling at you, praise her.
Yeah.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Always praise her.
Yeah, make her happy
Oh my God.
because she's been working very hard
Yes.
to make everything good
Yeah.
for you,
Oh yes.
for the family,
Uh-huh.
for the children.
Uh-huh.
So, and then you just imagine a cook. Just imagine a cook.
A coke?
She a cook.
A cook. Okay, cook. Yeah.
The people that cook all the time, once a while they would like to hear people say, "Hey, that tastes good."
Yeah.
It's same thing as a wife.
You need to show appreciation.
She need your appreciation. Sometimes tell her how good she was and you appreciate her.
Honey, if you're listening, you are wonderful. You correct me in everything that I'm bad at, you're good at. Thank you for making me a better person. And I'm sorry when I don't listen to you and I'm not a good, and I'm not being 乖. 我有時好攰啊. Sorry when I'm being a naughty boy. Yeah. 快 husband. So, honey, or if you're a husband, sometimes when your wife is angry, just be quiet and just let her just
let her
get
do
her
it out.
get it out, and then you can talk later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good idea.
Well, Madge, I'm going to go now. We're going to end our conversation.
Yes.
We'll have another one later.
Yes.
But I enjoy your advice and your kindness and your
My straightforward.
straightforwardness and your positive attitude. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, we'll end it here.
Thank you. I'm enjoying talking to you.
Okay, thank you, Madge.